Yes, sir, baby, on the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. He could probably tell you how long I've been hounding him to come on this show since last summer
really
too,
gonna
right?
Make me feel guilty like that?
Yes, I am gonna make you feel guilty like that. My brother Swoosh God is in the building. What I think it was the boy video shoot.
Facts.
Which
Ben told me like, listen, I want to have you up. Even on the 105.1, you was trying to get me up there before you started.
I definitely did.
I am very feeling like a piece of taking so long to come up here. It's been overdue.
But I feel like you've also been waiting because you were just like aligning
That's
like the new stuff that you were trying to do. Because I feel like what you're doing now is different than what you did before. You went through a transitionary period, and I feel like now like you're in like I don't know. You feel like you're in a new space versus
Most
like when
definitely.
you and I kind of met each other in person last year too.
Most definitely. I was still figuring things out. I'm still figuring things out now, but it's just more emotion now. Like the ball rolling different. Like you said, different music, new music.
Right.
I didn't want to come up here with no old material, like force it or nothing like that. I just use you just because the platform was arising. I wanted the time to make sense.
Right.
I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah, because last year was like when I met you, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you know, it was around the time that I had Chow on them, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I want Swoosh on, but I could tell that like Swoosh is a little. There's something's going on with Swoosh. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know what it is. You know, I'm talking to Glenn about it, and Glenn's like, you know, Swoosh on Swoosh time.
Nah, for sure.
What were you kind of going through?
Just like rebranding, like renovation, like for the music purpose, just trying to find, and also becoming more business savvy and like being more organized. Like it was just time for like a fresh start. One of my close friends kept telling me like, if you keep doing the same thing, trying to get no results, it's not really gonna work for you. So I just had to switch it up and just put in work, more work, find new ways to be creative, like all that type of stuff, bro. For real.
Because you've been working for a while. You've been in the scene. You know what I'm saying? It's not like if people know, they know that Swoosh God has been around for like a couple years now too. It's not like you're brand new. You're not like a new artist. You've been doing this.
People still be finding out, like, which is like a blessing now. Like
of course,
you feel me? So, like you said, people know. It's like if you know type of crowd. But I also want to get more into the masses. But it ain't no rush. Like whatever the timing is, I'm still blessed to be where I'm at today. For people like you to be like, nah, you crazy. Like you gotta know the Swoosh guy. So I'm grateful for that. You feel me? Like levels, we all gonna get there. You just gotta keep working.
Right. And even like when you're talking about like the changing, like, you know, your friend telling you like you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, and like even you kind of turning to this sound that you've been a part of now, obviously like within the same lane as like Cash and all of them. What was like when you were starting to like I guess transition to this sound and kind of switch it up a little bit from what you were doing versus like 3 years ago, pre-pandemic time, like was it hard for you at first? Like what was kind of like going through your head when you were kind of like starting to switch things around and whatnot?
Nah, it wasn't difficult, but I just didn't want to rush it because anything that's rushed is like really don't last that long. Not all the time. Some things could be cooked up quick and have longevity too. Don't get me wrong, but me personally, I'm really an overthinker. You feel me? Hard on myself type of guy. So I probably have a lot of content that I've been making over the years that are still going, that I still probably intend to like put out, but I'm trying to be better than the last big thing. So you feel me? I'm just putting like too much onto that instead of just creating freely and just stuff like that. But I kind of like eased up off of that and just trying to have more fun with it. That's what like the Do Your Shit song came from. Like I was just in the studio just having fun again. Yeah, that's what it really is.
You look like you're having fun again. Like you when you're dancing in the freestyle, shit like that. Like
that's what I was missing from it. I had to get back to that. Like that's what I'm on. Shit is just life is a blessing. We're gonna take every day like that. We go day by day and try to make the best of every day.
Do you feel like something sucked the joy out of the music stuff? Like was there like something like or like specific things that happened that kind of like made
most
you
most definitely situations that you know what I'm saying can't really. I mean, it could have been prevented, of course, if I make certain steps, but shit happened, you can't take it back. So, but just to go through that, you get experience from making mistakes and going through like hard shit. So, I always been like a big Nipsey guy, like even before like the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that the world is accepting him now, like onto him now, like how they should have been. But all that stuff that he talk about, like I really believe in that. Like the harder you bump your head, like the more you're gonna learn. and it's gonna help you in the long run. Like unless you keep doing the same shit, like I said, which I stopped doing. Like you feel me? So we're just taking the punches that come with it, because nobody said this shit was gonna be easy or like
Facts.
given or it was gonna all be a smooth road. So it's better to go through the bumps to get used to them. Cause everybody go through bumps, but it's just how it affect you. You feel me? So if I could take the bumps that was hurting me hard and I could just be easy to me, you feel me? I just brush it off. You feel me?
Right. No, I definitely feel that. I always feel like the more shit you go through, like it just prepares you. You're more prepared going into the next
Feel
battle.
me? I done been through some shit, seen some shit. So when my time comes, it's like nothing will affect me.
You don't feel like it's your time yet?
Obviously not. I mean, like it's
Mm.
coming. Like I know that. Like the shit I had my, you feel me?
Right.
More than like, viral moments. Like I didn't have more than
Right. I was about to say you've had like
you know, don't get me wrong, bro.
I was about to say Drake follows you, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So,
But that's like I told you, bro. I'm hard on myself. So that last
Yeah.
but until I went to sleep that night. Respectfully, like I just be trying to. The next day, I'm back on. Like, all right, Swoosh, you did that, but what you gonna hold on to that and not be? So like, I gotta, like I said, I be trying to ease up on myself by doing that, but I feel like that makes me better at the same time. Because if I let those moments be the high moments, I wouldn't try to push for better. Like coming up here and shit, like push for better. Like that's just gonna help my moment.
facts.
Shit
Yeah.
like this. That's to let me know, like. Cause like you said, you've been telling me to come up here, and I never really like caught. But just Mikey making that push to do that and just hitting you up, it let me know like, all right, shit like situations is showing God showing me sign my time coming, like the real time. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause people will be on for stints, and then you got the longevity. Like that's what I'm in it for. Like,
I always say everything's like timing. It was
Right.
like I think you could also talk about like when I asked Cash, I was bitching at Glenn for mad long. I was like, Glenn, I want this Cash freestyle. Like I'm like Cat, I'm like, come on, we gotta do it. And then Glenn like came to me and Glenn's like, okay, he gonna do something. He only wanna do it if it's with Chow. And I'm like, of course, like I personally was just like, yeah, that's completely cool. Like Chow's gonna do his solo shit, and then he could come with Chow, and then they could do some shit together. And then it just kind of worked out, and then that ended up turning into Vacant and Jay Holiday, and then that just kind of became like a moment for them.
Viral town.
And it also like I held that shit for like a month, and like they're like, yo, when you gonna drop it? I'm like, oh, I was actually getting ready to drop it like this week, and then that just happened to also be the same week that they were gonna put out the project. You know what I'm saying? So really like I'm very big on like I see like when those things happen when I'm like, all right, cool, like
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
people in between might get upset, like, oh, why didn't this come out yet? Why didn't you do this? Or why didn't you go do this? Why didn't you go do this? But I'm always like, somehow the universe always finds a way to put you in the right place at the right time. You just got to know when that time and place is. And that's what I feel like this is with you, with Mikey hitting me up. And
100% fact. I agree. I definitely agree.
that's how you just kind of been living your life now. You're like, when things come, when it's like.
Cause I used to, it's hard when you like put expectation on things and it don't happen.
Yeah.
Like you feel like, what if like you said, I ain't gonna say the names you were saying behind the scenes, but you got mad people coming. Like, what if a hectic week came and like all the times you was telling me like, yo, Swoosh, I want you on it, but the week was really too busy for me to come up. And I wanted to come. I would have expected like, nah, Gabe gonna look out. He gonna put me on. And if you said no, I would have been on some. Oh.
People do be like that though.
I'm trying to tell you, it's a human thing because you put the expectation on it.
Yeah.
Once you put the expectation on it, you fake ruining it. So that's why I just like let it happen. You was like, yo, this dude hit me up. You ready to do it? I'm like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that is like a signal. Like, I'm not going to not pass the opportunity down now. I ain't going to be a fool and do that.
Well, also, you take precedence because I've been bitching at you for a year to do it. You know, it's not like you somebody who just hit my DM. I'm like, I like your music, but nah, we gonna wait till the new studio's open. It's like, nah, I've been like complaining in Swoosh's ear, DMs, texts, Glenn Brown knows. I've been like bitching for a year now. So I was like, second you're like, I'm ready. I'm like, fuck it, we doing it. Like I'm like, I don't care if I gotta move somebody. I'm like, we gonna do this because I've been wanting to do it.
I appreciate that to the full. That's why I came with so much energy and like that unreleased song, just because I want to like, nah, I gotta bring something worth it here.
Right.
And Do Your Shit has been going very in a upward progress for me. So I'm like, let me bring that there too, because like I said, I feel like that's gonna make the ball roll even bigger for the track. So
yeah. And you were even before we were talking about like like that type like the club type of sound, and you were like showing love to like D Sturdy and like the the Philly Goats and all those guys down there who really been kind of
Nah, for
like
sure.
going crazy with that version of the club sound too.
I love what they got going on. That shit is fired, and they really like started like, well, at least you always know me from like going viral
Of
dancing
course.
and shit. I'm a dancing type of nigga. Music my life, so like I just love to see that. Like young niggas, they making music. The music fire too, and they got the fire dances to go with it.
Yeah.
And I just a quick learner, so I
You
fuck
could
with
you
it
could do
too.
it too.
I fuck with it too. I ain't as nice as I wanna be. 30 up, but I fuck it up. You seen in the video I was getting right.
I think they also get like a little like because like it's when I had D Sturdy up, like people were like in the comments, they're like, oh, like he's being too zesty or this and that. I'm like, yo, these people just having fun, bro. Like, you know what I'm
Come
saying?
on,
Like
bro. It's
y'all hating
like,
on somebody dancing.
don't get me wrong, bro. If some shit is AO, dude's gonna say
People gonna
AO and
say, hey, yo,
pause,
of
but
course, yeah.
they not, well, I don't think some of them even turned 18 yet. Like, they really gonna do that to them?
Right, that's what I'm
Like,
saying too. I'm like, they
chill,
kids,
like,
bro.
come on, bro. Like, let them do their dance moves and have their fun and go
Also,
viral.
I was about to say also like you can't knock somebody who's doing millions of views on a track or like a dance that they also kind of helped create too.
They gonna say something for everything that they didn't make. If they made it, they don't want people to have all the sympathy in the world, not say nothing. Just because like I said, kids having fun, they probably is miserable.
Right. I feel like people probably said the same shit about Shiggy when Shiggy created the In My Feelings dance. Like, they was like, oh, this is kind of zesty. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, it doesn't matter because Shiggy caught a bag
Yeah,
at
he
the end
not
of the
like
day.
he ain't intentionally doing no, like I said, no AOs. Like they dancing,
Right.
bro. Like you gotta chill sometimes.
Right. And you were talking about, like, the upper attraction of the song. And I mentioned that, like, the Drake stuff. But, like, I think it's cool because I think it was, like, when I first really got in tune with everybody last summer, I saw y'all all were on OVO Radio for the record that y'all had together. I think it was on, it was a record on, was it on Lovely? I think it was a record on
I
Love. Or
believe
was it a
so.
single? It was a single.
Which one?
I gotta
It was a
remember.
single and ended up being on the project that Chow and them put out. I think it's the
I'm gonna check right now because
I
I remember
forget.
it's got the pill on the cover.
I'll be too fried.
I
Song
got
called
them.
I
I
Got Him.
got them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got them. Yeah, I got them. And I was like, and that's kind of like when I was like really getting in tune with the movement that all y'all had going on
Hmm.
at that time, and I thought that that was so fire. And obviously, like I know about like the Cash and Drake stuff, and then like when I was getting ready for this interview, I was like, damn, I'm like I didn't even know that like there was like a connection between you and Drake too, which I thought was pretty fire.
Chow dead outside.
Oh, call him, open.
That's crazy. Yo, Wizard. Hi.
Yo, Chow, you know better than to interrupt the interviews, bro. Yeah, Chow's
Chow
outside.
don't give a fuck.
Chow don't give a fuck.
I know.
Did I ever tell you how he came to the He's lying. He always lying. He always down the block with a. Chow came to the Cody Shane
Nah.
interview with it was a Friday, right? It was like 2 p.m. on a Friday. Son pulls up with a Mike's Hard,
Bro,
iced tea, and just like
listen,
in the middle of the interview, you hear the crack.
bro, listen to me. I'll put any dollars that I don't got. Like I'll ass bet. Real shit. Ain't nobody. Put this on the record, bro. Ain't nobody out drinking Lonnie, Cash, or Chow. Facts.
Do you certify that? Do you certify that?
Ain't nobody
Just say
out
yes or no.
drinking. I told you. Ain't nobody out drinking.
Yeah, they said he said ain't nobody out drinking you, Cash or
Lonnie
Lonnie.
is quiet.
It's quiet for
Alright,
the
what up?
what up,
Hemi, what up, my
family in
boy?
the building.
The ghost is
Y'all
here
got
now.
that barriers y'all got on? I'm sorry, I'm blind.
Know that.
He got that good drip on. Anyway, back to the interview. So how did you and Drake first? How did that happen?
Um, I was doing a tour with Key at the time.
Okay.
I was like the co-headliner, and I had 3 Canadian stops. I think I had like a Vancouver, Toronto, and Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my manager at the time. He knew Tommy Campos.
Mm.
You know who that is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I had hit him up like, yo, I'm about to go to Toronto. Can you see if they got like anybody at OVO? I'm trying to come up there and perform in this shit. And they was like, yeah, just go over to the OVO store, whatever. Let them know what you want in advance. Go pick it up. Boom. So I went over there and I did the show in Toronto with the all white OVO with the white mask.
Oh,
And
that's
my boy
fire.
Mees that I met through KD, like he was doing photo shoots. I mean, he was taking pictures for KD. He came on a few of the stops with me, and like he got these fire photos. So we really had it looking like filming like a photo shoot fake. The venue had the fire view of the shit in the background, and then I just get on the flight to Montreal. I wake up off the flight. Literally, I get up off the flight. I see the shit. I'm thinking, you know, the pages that spell it just like it.
Yeah. It's got like an extra eye at the end.
Yeah, so I'm just like, fuck it. Down to go take a piss. Came back. I double checked it. Oh, this shit dead. I see the M on the top. I'm like, wow, I should just bust my shit like that. Though niggas just be doing what they like to do, and the universe is gonna make shit make sense when you don't force it. Like I knew hitting them up directly wasn't gonna work. Like mad people DM Drake. Fuck is he to open my shit? But he gonna if I do the right thing, he gonna see me. He gonna know the vibes.
Just a white OVO tracksuit.
That's all it take. Put it on with the Union ones, crushed them. Had to jack the box. like Chow said, I don't got regular swag, bitch. No kidding. I don't got regular swag.
That's mad funny. So okay, so that's how that, and then OVO radio, and the rest is history.
No kidding.
I'm gonna manifest. I've been manifesting that for all y'all one day, but one day it's gonna happen.
Nah, hell yeah.
We gonna see him up with all y'all.
Of course. Trust me, that shit not too far. It's in the works. Cause he already hip to your shit.
Yeah.
He hip to my shit. He hip to cash shit. Timing, like we said at the
Gotta be
beginning.
hip to Chow shit at this point too.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
It's not even.
Child
not
living
even
up on
phased.
OVO damn
not
near
even.
at this point.
not even phased. He's like, what?
I'm probably fried right now.
Are you fried right now?
Going through it.
Okay.
What's the East facts? What we out to?
All right. Wait. Focus. Focus. Then we gonna get you some food. So
Oh,
Echo
cool.
Sun out now.
Facts.
First project in 2 years.
Facts.
We back.
It meant a lot. Word, and it was a very big step in the right direction for sure. Especially with just making it around the fam, showing love to my pops.
Right.
Like,
You did a photo shoot with him for it too, right?
yeah, that's me and him meshed into the same photo. Like,
Oh, for real?
yeah, a lot of people didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's his passport photo for he first came to America type shit. And then I just took a picture and we meshed it low key. I put my tag on his neck and like gave him my eyes. That's his head shape.
Oh, so it's his head shape, your
Yeah.
eyes, and then your tattoo.
Yeah.
That's tough. I like that. That's some shit with a deeper meaning too that I don't think people would just get off the rip until they.
And it was like I dropped it the day before his birthday too. So, cause it's just like my pops was really the reason for a lot of this shit, bro. Like I wasn't even like you see how I wasn't even nervous to do this shit, or like I just be performing in front of a lot of big crowds and shit like that. Is because he had me out from like literally I was in clubs since I was like 8, 9 years old, like just off the strength of my pops. I'm not like in it, just like sneaking in it, like on the dance floor, turning it up, like being like the main event of the shit. All the DJs knew me. I don't went and performed on like big stages with like Beanie Man and Elephant Man, those type of reggae artists, because they knew my pops growing up. So I just had to show some type of appreciation to him. I thought, like, and then we're doing it with the music, because when I told him I started doing music, he was like, he always knew I was a star. So like that shit really gave me the back. Fuck it.
So he's been there with you quite literally every step of the way of this shit.
No funny shit. Like I got seeing like a lot of friends that I got. I know mad people. Even the world that we living in now, like the father to son relationship is kind of like, you feel me? That's some shit you don't really get.
Yeah.
America and the world in general. So I just felt like he needed that honor. Know that his son know that, like, nah, you really one of them pops. Like, your body different. I done seen him take care of other people, kids like they his own.
Yeah. My pops is the same way too.
Shout out to your pops too. Echo Song is for him too. It's for all the pops out there that's really doing their shit. No, your child know, you feel me? Like, you do right, you gonna know you did right. My pops def did right. So you get the Echo Son to him.
I like the little photo shoot that y'all did. That was on your page.
I got
want
a video coming with him too. That shit.
Oh, for which record?
The nothing to say.
Fire.
Right.
I want to pull it up real quick because y'all was wearing like matching tracksuits, right?
For sure.
That shit. That shit.
Destroy, man.
Hold on, where that shit at?
Actually, if you see it, like I got an outfit that he would have on, and he got an outfit that like I would have on, type shit. So I made him like put his drip on.
Oh, I see how. Yeah, I see how you did that. That's fire. So you got the video coming with your pops. This tracksuit. So this is for the video.
Yeah, that's like I got the cover art from the photo shoot that we took at the video shoot. Like I just did all of it in one.
Okay, so you just banged it out real quick.
Yeah, it did. You feel me?
It was funny because when I was driving the other day, I had wrote down this quote that you did. What was the last statistical day in New York City didn't have traffic? I need to know.
Bro.
And I was driving at 9 p.m. last night.
Bro.
Because I swore to God that I thought I was gonna have hit no traffic on my way to our new studio, and I just like I'm on the Grand Central and I'm just like, bro,
You got traffic on the sidewalk, bro. Dead ass, bro. You can't sit and think in Times Square, bro. Like, if you went to something and anywhere in that area, bro, and like you trying to look for something, like on your phone, you can't do that, bro. Like, you gotta keep moving. Like, it's just crazy, bro. It should be. You could be on one block out in this bitch for 20 minutes, bro, in Soho, on a Saturday night. 20 minutes. I'm not dragging it, bro.
No, I've driven in Soho on a Saturday night too.
I'm just like, bro, like. They be shutting down streets now, not even putting it on citizens. These niggas you gotta try to make a right on your GPS telling you make a right, and now you gotta find out you can't make a right. What? You gotta do better, bro.
You be active on your Twitter, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, that's the place to be active because it lets you be more yourself without all the shit IG be doing. TikTok be doing.
The other shit I saw you post, you said it's like the less I come around, the more I get money. And
Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. That's a Nipsey Hussle lyric.
And I felt that spiritually.
Like the less I come around, the more I get money. So we gonna keep getting rich or it's gonna get ugly. Tell my mama I'm a gangbang graduate. You don't know that song?
I do know that song now that but like you know what it is? When I saw it, I was just like, I was like, I didn't even think
Nip
about
got
it
the
being a
quotes.
song.
That's what I was trying to tell you. He got the real life shit that really gonna hit home for any journey that you got going. 9 to 5, enterprise, entrepreneur, small black business, anything that you got that you're on a journey of, Nip gonna have some shit that you can relate to that's gonna keep you going.
Right. You love Nip, man.
That dude.
We gotta get you like something. When did you open up for him?
When like my brother was rapping, my older brother. That's what really like got me into it. I was my brother Hype Man, and he had a show in North Carolina.
Must have been ways back.
Hell yeah, it was like it's like 8 years ago. See, I put it on my story for his birthday when he passed. It was like 20. I don't even know.
8 years ago, be like what, 2014?
14.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2014, and I was my brother Hype Man around the time, so he just took me with him to North Carolina, and then it ended up being a Crenshaw tour. Second time, the second time was around Nip. Nip came to Valley Stream, man. That niggas playing with 516. You about to ask me why I call myself 516. Nip came to 516, man. It's really like that.
When did Nip come to Valley Stream?
Come on, bro. It was a shop called High Volume Shop on Rockaway.
Okay.
Pulled up. They was gonna give him free shit. He was in Jack, and he said, "Nah, I'm about to support y'all." Real nigga. Right up the block from my crib.
Really?
No funny shit.
Were you there that day or no?
I was so mad I wasn't there that day.
I was about to say you would have bolted.
Bro, I was so mad I wasn't there that day, bro. Niggas told me Nip came to the shop. Couldn't believe it. Came, bro. No funny shit.
And you got the 516 tatted since you already kind of mentioned it.
Nah, I'm kizzy. But
you can't see which side is it, on this side or on the side? It's on the whole neck. My bad.
The whole neck. I took up the one right here. I really got inspired for this tat by Wiz, cause like I looked up to Wiz coming up too.
Yeah.
And he had the 412 on his stomach. I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna rip my town 10 times harder, putting that shit on my neck. Everyone went crazy like.
And that's why you missed the 516.
That's why I missed it. Not only that, I shouted out Sunrise on Get Out My Face. You know how viral that went. I don't think nobody, a lot of people who don't even know what Sunrise Highway is was singing Sunrise Highway.
Yeah.
Naked shit.
They can't say you never put on.
They can never say that.
That Green Acres Mall is crazy too. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Sunrise Cinemas. Come on, they wasn't there for that.
When my folks took me there as a kid, I don't really remember what happened, but I just remember that all that they would tell me that they had to evacuate the theater because somebody had a gun.
They used to call it Gunrise Cinemas.
Yep.
Facts. You'd be lucky if you went there and left with your North Face. Get like that.
Mr. 516.
Know that.
What else you got coming up? What else we working on right now?
We're working on Before the Check. The LP should be coming early 2023. That one is gonna be different. That's why I'm very grateful and excited that people are fucking with Echo Sun because I made that after I finished the LP.
Oh, for real. So this is stuff that
This is like, feel me? Like I just put this together in a short period of time. The LP was more spaced out creatively, and I still might add to it. But I'm telling you, if people was jacking this, like I already know the LP gonna blow them away because I really got some shit on there. For real.
Do you feel like now like the LPs, like the music that's on the LP, you gotta put some new shit on there? Cause like Echo Sun is like technically the newer shit. The LP is kind of like it's gonna be new to the people, but it's gonna be old to you.
Right. Ironically, it's fitting of this. So it's not like I'm gonna have to make. It's a very good possibility that I will. Cause like I told you, I'm hard on myself, and I just wanna be perfective of everything I do. But for the most part, it's done. The song I did today,
You're like, this is
really, really like that.
So that's gonna come top of 2023. You said, right?
Facts.
What else you got going? Touring? Anything else?
Yeah, we about to go do some shows. Ain't that right, Chow?
Yo, somebody get this man some food, bro. This is like the saddest. This is like the saddest I've ever seen Chow in the studio. This is the saddest I've ever seen you, bro. They in the DMs crazy today? Never mind. They saw the Nah That's Crazy podcast out now.
Go tap into that ASAP.
Funny as hell.
Don't bait up.
Well, look, man, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for killing that freestyle. Echo Sun out now.
Thank you for having me. Bro.
New LP coming out top of 2023.
Sure.
Before we sign off for the day, anything else you want to let the people know where they can follow you at? All that good stuff. This camera right here.
You already know who it is, man. Once again, Mr. 516 himself. Swoosh God on Instagram. Swoosh God on Twitter. Swoosh 516 on TikTok. If y'all fuck with that.
There you go. Mr. 516 in the building. Echo Sun out now. Go stream that. Go show the man some love. Go show the man some support. Love and support is free. Freestyle out now. Go run that up. Y'all already knew that. Till next time. Swoosh God on the radar. My brother.
Boy.
Love. Boom.